we have started and failed and succeeded on a number of businesses, so we can kind of share some do's and do nots. One thing that's interesting, just right off the bat, when talking to new business wannabe owners, maybe people that want to start a business or they think about going into a partnership, is like really thinking about this dichotomy between cash flow and equity, and how do you balance those two things. And the first thing that I would point out, if you're sitting down, you're like, I'm going to start a business, but what do I need to know? First and foremost is cash flow is everything. You need to learn how to run a business based off of cash flow. And if you don't know how to do that, well, think about how you apply it in your own life, like the cash that's coming in from your W-2 job, and then how is it going out, and being really intentional about understanding where all the money's coming from and where it's going. And in the same way with your personal finance, you give each dollar a job, and then that dollar goes and does that thing. Like this dollar, its job is to buy me groceries, and this dollar, its job is to be an investment. If you run your business with that same diligence towards the cash flow that's coming in, you're going to minimize the expenses and expense creep, which is the most important thing in any business, especially in the early years, is controlling the expenses. The best lesson I ever learned in business is that a dollar earned is worth less than a dollar saved. The dollar earned in a business is always on a margin, and you might be running a fat margin like 50%. So for every dollar of revenue that comes in, you only get to keep 50 cents of that. But if you can keep those expenses low, then that dollar that you save is entirely going to the